Chris, can you teleport me? This is Noelle.
So we're at the moment, this is Robert Deluxe, Robert T. Deluxe, and I'm speaking to you in Second Life, and I'm wondering if everybody here is hearing me. I'm not sure whether I should speak in Second Life or via the webinar at the moment. Okay, everybody, I'm going to jump, or fly, actually. The man right in front of you who keeps flying up and down is me, Robert Deluxe from Georgia Tech. And I'm going to give you a brief introduction to some of the new features that we have here on the Second Life Island. We really intend for this just to be a taste, a bit of a teaser, and for you to spend some time here with your students and investigate and explore. That's the real power of what we've built in, because it's not just a static kind of presentation, but really an attempt to make the world something that you can interact with and that you can use. So I'm going to continue walking through. If anyone cannot hear and you see someone saying that there's a need for chat, I'll ask one of my comrades here on the Georgia Tech side to do a few chat messages to try to convey what I'm doing, okay? If everybody will follow the guy in the white t-shirt with the BreakThru t-shirt, I'm walking past you now. And I'm standing right now in front of a big sign that says BreakThru. Interact with the virtual environment around you to earn badges and prizes. And the sign in front of me, you'll see, has a pointer that says click on this sign. What happens if you take your mouse and you see the little hand appear as you mouse over it and you click on the sign? You should see a box appear in the upper right-hand corner of your Second Life display, and it asks you if it's okay for this HUD, which is a heads-up display, to attach to your avatar. If you hit yes, you should see within a few seconds loading at the top of your screen, in the middle and in the top, what we call a heads-up display. The heads-up display, HUD, has several badges showing. You should probably see the Master Angler, the Scavenger Hunt, Botany, Traveler, Wildlife, and if you click the little arrows either on the right or left, it takes you to more badges. Hopefully everybody is clicking on the heads-up display, the HUD, and you're following along with me. And I don't see anybody jumping and telling me no that no one's following. So once you have that HUD, your question might be, what's it for and why is it here? First of all, you can make it show or hide, and that's one of the strengths of it. You can either see it or not see it. There's a control on the right side. But actually, the HUD is responsive to what you do inside the environment. I'll tell you again, here's the HUD. Right behind me, or in front of me now, I'm facing it, right at the hedge, you'll see a sign that says, BreakThru, left click to get a game HUD. And it's the sign with black background that says, click on this sign, give permission to attach the HUD with a little bit of explanation. And the last phrase that's in large type is explore and interact to earn badges. We're going to give more information in the future about what you can do with these badges and what you can do with points that you earn from them. But for the moment, we're just going to give you a little bit of a taster. If you click on that sign and you say yes and you accept the HUD, you should see it appear in the upper middle of your screen. If you see a sign that says you've detached it, just go back to the sign and click it again and say yes and attach it. That might do the trick, Maureen. I saw that. Should attach again. And if not, one of our Vesuvius folks, Franz Charming, for example, may be able to give you a hand with that while I'm letting everyone follow along. So Vesuvius, you could probably help out those folks that are having a little trouble keeping the HUD. I will, for those who can see it, going to step over in front of what is really a big rock between the hedges. I don't know if you can see the rock. I'm going to do a little jump here again so you can see. There's a rock in front of you here between the two hedges. If you click on it with your mouse, that is a left click with the mouse, you should see, there you go, the rock turns green, you get some nice pretty music, and you see a glow. Well, there's a reason for that. Because what you've done is the first step of a scavenger hunt. And if you go up to your HUD after you've clicked on the rock, you'll start seeing, as you mouse over the badges in the HUD, you'll see percentages appearing for every one of the badges. As you have completed an activity, the percentages will begin going upwards. So the scavenger hunt, for example, usually for most people is going to begin right here. All across the island, there are other rocks like this. Some of them are like this one where it's a simple click. Some of them require you to click with others in a group. They require a little more interaction. And part of the fun is figuring out what you've got as you fly or walk around and you encounter these different rocks. There's a purpose to this besides just fun and besides just giving you a reason to explore the island. Because now that we have these rocks and other items, we can respond to the needs of mentors and teachers and students and actually substitute other items that are particular to science, technology, engineering, and math activities. So look at these rocks as a way to get familiar with the island, to go around looking, finding, searching, and as a scavenger hunt, but understand that they do have a larger purpose in the long run. If you could follow me now, I'm going to, as the tour guide, walk us over to the lake, to the water. And you'll see that I am now standing right in front of a board that seems to have some fishing poles. If you click on that plank of wood with the fishing poles that has the sign that says how to go fishing, you will be asked if you want a fishing pole, a fishing rod. If you say yes, you'll suddenly, like magic, have one appear inside your hand. I'll let everybody try that. Once you've got your pole, you'll see around the water areas all over the island. Someone in Vesuvius, could you help our individuals having difficulty with the fishing rod? I appreciate it. When you go to the water areas anywhere on the island, you'll see these fishing barrels. Once you have a rod and it's in your inventory, you can always pull it out. You click on the barrel just to my right of my avatar, and you will, yes, left click on it, and you will fish. I'm reeling in right now. I got a tire. I'll try again. Left click on the barrel. Do this activity, you will see boots, tires, many different kinds of fish, and actually some very rare special items appear. Fishing is addictive. It's fun. Also, the badges up ahead on your HUD will start changing as you fish. Your master angler badge, your coral reef angler, your clean water badge, your lake angler, all of those badges will start changing. Eventually, you can achieve 100%, and that means you have the badge. All the different areas that include water and these little buckets, like the fish bucket to my right of my avatar, all allow you to fish throughout the island and in the sea. And again, the purpose of this is not only to explore, but to show you the power of the virtual world, because we can change these items to fit the needs of mentors and teachers and students. As it is, though, it's still pretty interesting to find different exotic fish come flying out of the water, and also all of the junk people have thrown in the water, so you can get the clean water badge and clean things up. We'll make sure that it's working for you when you've got the rod. If you have the rod and you click on this barrel that I'm standing next to here, with a left click, you'll definitely get the cast. It's the barrel of bait that I'm standing next to right now. You can also travel out into the boats. You'll see on the far side of the water maybe another rock, and that rock is one of those scavenger items. You don't have to follow me for a moment, but I'm just going to show you. It's right over here, another scavenger island rock. So some of them are very easy to spot, and some of them require a little bit of looking. There are one or two other things I want to show you, though, even though we have just a little bit of time left. You see out in the water, see some swans swimming around. I'm going to go out towards the swans for a moment. I'm just going to fly because we don't have a lot of time. I'm clicking on the swan. When I click on this swan, not only do I get closer to achieving a badge that lets me see that I have encountered a new species of wildlife, but I get some information about a swan with its Latin name, some information about the species of swans, and a link to Wikipedia. So if you left click on any of the little critters, the animals that you see moving about the island, you're not only going to be in the process of collecting badges, but you're going to be able to find out more about those species. So anybody who wants, you can either get into a boat, which is over here, and boat out to check out the swans, or you could just fly out and touch the swan with the left click. What I'm really doing tonight is only scratching the surface. There are many features of this sort now on the island, and some of them, the fun is actually finding them on your own. Yes, there's a whale. If you go around the inlets to the sea around the island, you cannot help but find this whale, but I'm not going to tell you exactly where. We're definitely going to go to the Mentor Lounge. That is my next to my last stop. So if everybody could follow me, I'm not even going to do this at the moment. I'm just going to point it out and show you. I'm walking over to the bicycles, which are just up on the sidewalk, if everyone can see me. I'm not going to get on the bicycle, but you can left click and ride a bicycle. You can get on the wheelchairs that are here on the island and other types of conveyances. As you ride around in the different types of conveyances, wheelchairs, bicycles, the boats that are on the lake, again, you're earning points for badges, and that's called the Traveler Badge, which appears up in your HUD. I won't do that right now because there's not much time. I did want to point out there's a pretty butterfly over here next to me, though, near the wheelchairs, and the butterflies are one of those harder to grab species. So if you can click on that butterfly, good luck. It takes a little effort. That's one of your species that you can identify. One more stop before we go to the Mentor Lounge. If you can follow me just up to the hedge. This is a little booth that gives you a microscope. If you click on the booth for that is in front of me, the little black box, you'll ask if you would like to have a microscope, and now I said yes, and I have one. With the microscope, I can now find some of the smaller species, some of the smaller items, and investigate small creatures on the island. So the microscope here is going to be one of those tools you'll need in your inventory. The fishing pole, I'll let one of the folks answer that. Yeah, right-click and choose detach. There you go. Since we have just a couple more minutes, I'm going to bring this all together by walking everyone up the sidewalk towards our area in the green here that has a display. Everybody can follow me up this way. And you'll see that I'm standing right next to a balloon. This balloon has a weight on the end. I'm standing here just beside it. The balloon is directly to my right. I'll give everyone a chance to catch up. Oh, Sangria, look behind you. The mice have come out. Yeah, the mice that are following some of you here are probably looking for treats. You might want to be careful not to step on any of them. A lot of little surprises like that now that you'll find on the island. The main reason I wanted to take us over here, though, is that I wanted to show you this balloon. There is a mentor lounge in the air right above us, high in the sky. This is the private mentor lounge area here on the island, where only mentors can go. Students do not have entrance. If everybody is tagged as a mentor, you should be able to go to this balloon, click on it, and then the balloon will take you through the air to the mentor island in the sky. You can also just fly to the mentor island using the F key on. That can be described to anyone who needs, and I'll grab the balloon and I'll let everyone follow me who is able. And Franz and company can help give a little bit of assistance to those who need a little bit of a direction. Thanks. Fishing is actually addictive. If you start doing it, I warn you, don't do it when you have a project that's due in the next half hour. I'm watching everyone slowly appear one by one into the lounge. As the balloon pops up and you see our beautiful dance floor for mentors, you'll also notice that we have a seating area, and in addition to that, there is a screen behind me. And this screen is something that you can use to share information on the web, any kind of website you want. So a big welcome to everyone to the Mentor Island here in the sky. And I'll wait a minute or two because I think we might still have a few folks that are moving up, and let someone else speak if they'd like. I can tell you that we have many, many more mentors that are here tonight. So one thing we really appreciate it if you will spread the word to other mentors as you're speaking to them, and just let them know some of the features that we pointed out tonight. We're of course going to feature these new areas both on the website and here in Second Life. We're going to feature those on the BreakThru site and get the word out for others again. But here in our Mentor Lounge now, I welcome you all to the lounge in the sky. Notice that we do have seating areas. We don't yet have a full bar here at the lounge, but we have a nice comfortable area. Notice by the area where the chairs are, there is a screen. I'm going to walk over to it now. This screen is simply one of the many ways that you can access the web from here on the Second Life Islands. And you can generally use this as a place to share information, to just chat, to share ideas, and let us know, what we can do to improve it for you. This can't be an exhaustive presentation of everything new on the island and on the website tonight, but we're hoping this has given you a taste of some of the new possibilities. If anybody has any questions, then please feel free to go ahead and air them now, or to send an email to Chris Langston or Jerry Wolf. I think they both have shared their emails as we've been going through this presentation. And I invite you, please explore the island. You can fly from here. You can take the balloons down. You can play with those badges and the fishing rods and other tools. And we'd love to hear your feedback, and also how we can incorporate that into your mentor and student sessions as you go along through BreakThru. And having said all that, we're right about at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, so I'll stop talking and allow any questions. It was a real pleasure. I actually love all of these new features, and I enjoy showing them off. We look forward to hearing more feedback from all of you about the features.
Thank you all.